The majority of this game was spent inside the Islanders' zone, and that was the story from the first period. Shots were 12-3, while the Calgary Flames built themselves 2-0 lead.
It really was a difficult period, and you're just not going to get a whole lot done. We were kidding about, quality over quantity, but that's a little on the crazy side. But this is the pass I'm talking about. Taves was going in, Mayfield was going in. They get trapped. Taves comes back, makes a heck of a play to force a 2-on-1, but just a perfect pass by Frolik to Backlund. As I said, he has the presence of mind to get it back to his forehand, takes it on the backhand, and that's really a 1-0 lead and really started the Flames on their way. Face-off win. Talk about how important the face-offs are. Not sure if that was deflected in any way, shape, or form. Almost looked like it. Maybe Beauvillier got a piece of it as he went out, because Thomas Greiss usually would get those. It was a long-range shot, but 2-0 for the Flames, and they really never looked back.
15th of the season for Backlund, who had a hand in both of these goals. Travis Hamonic, who had an assist last year against the Islanders, scores for the first time against the Islanders after playing 7 seasons with the Islanders. Well, one thing you can say about this Islanders team is that they're never out of a hockey game, and we've seen that as they've erased the last 5 times they've fell down 2-0. They've won the hockey game. Tonight, they didn't win the hockey game, Butch. They erased another 2-0 lead.
Well, they really did, and it's their style. Even if they're not skating all that well, Brendan, they find ways to, with good goaltending, to keep the pucks out of their net. And here they just allow themselves tremendous pass, really, as Mayfield has it, back out to Taves. Taves gets it right back, and really it's Bailey that's going to make the play to Cizikas, who gets himself right in the slot area. A little bit lucky, but he does get it towards the net, and I can't emphasize that enough. I just don't think the Islanders get the puck to the net often enough when, even if they're not going to score, get it to the net, because you just don't know what's going to happen. As Wizard Wayne Gretzky said, if you don't shoot the puck, you can never score. But the Islanders would come back, and Anders Lee with a real good out there, and the Islanders just go to work. And this is one of the few bright spots for me, is they were able to get in, they were able to get the forecheck going, a little stop and go. Brock Nelson and Jordan Eberle knocks it down out of midair, and it's one of the few times that Calgary looks a little vulnerable, as they're not good in their own zone. They got 2 men going to the same guy, and Johnny Gaudreau gets caught down low, and the Islanders look like, well, maybe they got a chance.
Islanders got the 20th of the season for Anders Lee, who's got goals in back-to-back games as he hits the 20-goal plateau for the 4th time in his career. And Casey Cizikas continues his tear offensively. 16 goals now, and he's got 4 goals in the last 4 games. He's got 4 of the last 13 Islanders goals overall. So the Islanders feeling good, right? A minute 19 seconds into that third period, they've got themselves a fresh hockey game, and then a sequence of 29 seconds where the Flames scored. The Islanders took a penalty and the Flames scored again. It was all over.
Well, that's the type of team they are. They make you pay for your mistakes, and Zarnik is able to, he's going to finish this off. Bellick steps up on the neutral zone. Not a bad play, but the Islanders just don't get back in time, and then an unlucky break, really, as that puck goes off, as Jankowski lets that shot go, deflected by Zarnik, and it goes right off of Komarov also, and it goes in the own net. And that was a tough break. But this one here's a power play goal. Again, the Islanders lose a face-off. So critical. Quick puck movement. And Johnny Gaudreau impressed me with that shot. That was a howitzer from just inside the dots. Thomas Greiss with no opportunity at all. So, again, take advantage of your situations. Flames use their power play to their advantage. The Islanders did not.
Austin Zarnik scores for the 3rd straight game. Meanwhile, Johnny Gaudreau ties his career high with his 30th goal of the season, as those 2 goals came not even a half minute apart, and the Flames cruise the rest of the way from there. And the Calgary Flames were the final team for the Islanders to see this season. Amazing that we've come all the way to the end of February, and it's the first meeting of the season. But now they'll play each other again next Tuesday at the Coliseum, and some of that feisty play that we saw throughout the game, some big hits delivered. We'll see if that carries over when they see each other back in the Island.
I like the fact they're going to play them rather quickly, because this one will hurt a little bit, because they know they didn't show up, and so that'll be a reminder for them once they get back home, is that they owe them something. So I would think they'll be a very motivated group, and of course, some of the feistiness, that'll linger just a little bit. But I think more than anything else, Brendan, they'll be back in the friendly confines of the Nassau Coliseum, as I said, and they owe this team something, because they played poorly. And that'll be an easy one for Barry Trotz, I think, to get his team ready.
All right, how about the goaltenders? How about the crease coverage brought to you by Liberty Mutual Insurance? As Thomas Greiss gives up 4 goals. He only allowed 3 goals in his previous 6 starts combined. 32 shots on goal for the Calgary Flames. The Islanders had 19 shots on Mike Smith. The majority of those, 12 of them coming in the 3rd period alone.
He had a pretty easy night when you think about it. And there was a push from the Islanders really in the 3rd period, but at the end of the day, he loves those kind of games.
Mike Smith, he shouldn't actually call it the crease coverage. He covers the whole zone
he really
the
does.
way he plays, obviously with the restrictions in place.